Happy Friday, Panthers. Welcome back to a special Halloween edition of the Panther Project. I'm Tate Brocard.
Happy Halloween! I'm Jensen Kelly. This week on the Panther Project, we have another story of a talented Siloam Springs student.
On everyone's mind is the upcoming election. We will let you know the result of our Rock the Vote poll.
We had the chance to get in on some fun Halloween songs that our talented choir performed, so stick around for that at the end of the show. Plus, we have announcements, updates, lunch, and more.
Hang on to your costumes because the Panther Project starts now.
If we have learned anything while creating Panther Project, it is that Siloam Springs High School has some seriously talented students, from designers, creators, to performers. This week we had the chance to interview Reese Edwards, who has a personal passion for all things theater. Sydney Austin and Abby Joyner have the story.
Junior Reese Edwards found his voice on the stage, and now he works to help all voices be heard.
For me, I'm a big advocate for representation in the arts. I see a lot of minority groups of people, whether that is LGBTQ people, whether that is people of color, whether that is people who don't necessarily speak English. Those people don't have their stories told on the stage, and that really irritates me. So I like to write stories that represent people that aren't represented normally on the stage.
Teenagers find inspiration all around them, and sometimes it ignites a creative spark that allows them to express themselves.
I think what inspires me is my mother. My mother is a huge inspiration to me. She's the head of the music and theater department at JVU, and she is the one that made me love theater and made me love music. I am also very inspired by one of my choir directors, Mr. Wells, and the way he sees people and the way that he wants to help people, and that inspires me. And so I think my mother and Mr. Wells really inspire me the most.
For Reese, writing and performing isn't just a hobby.
I definitely think that this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. I couldn't imagine myself doing anything but theater.
If we have learned anything from Reese, it is to always follow your passion. For the Panther Project, this is Abby Joyner with Sydney Austin.
It's election year. Every election is important when selecting our country's leaders. But we have to admit, this year's election is one for the books. We have students who will actually get to rock their vote in the election. But we also wanted to find out who students would vote for if they could participate. Tiffany Benitez has the results of our Rock the Vote poll.
Election Day comes around once every 4 years in the United States. On this day, Americans come together and cast their votes to either select a new president or re-elect the sitting president. In our school, we have many students who are 18 this year and will have the privilege of their voice being heard for the first time ever in this monumental election. In 2016, the leading issue for our country were healthcare and gun control. Yet just 4 years later, according to our results, racial equality and the global pandemic are what is weighing on Americans for this election. Out of our staff and faculty polled, 52% would vote for Biden-Harris and 48% for Trump-Pence. That also reflects the results in the national polls as well. One thing is for certain, 2020 has been a turbulent year, and whatever candidate takes his place in the Oval Office, he has major issues to tend and rectify in America. For the Panther Project, I'm Tiffany Benitez.
On Monday, 9 students were inducted into the National Honor Society. In order to be a member, students must have a cumulative grade point average of 3.0 or higher. They are also evaluated on the basis of service, leadership, and character. Congratulations to the following students: Grace Arrington, Tristan Cooper, Jocelyn Romero, Bryson Yeager, Cammie Holbert, Ridley Floyd, Logan Sharp, Abby Johnson, and Maya Anchondo.
The cross-country team participated in their conference meet this week. It was a successful day, and the following students will advance to state. Here's your 2020 state cross-country girls team: Quincy Eford, Macy Harrell, Kendra Reimer, Jackie Wilnow, Shayla Conley, Emily Brown, Brooke Ross, Ellen Slater, Shelby Smith. Now here's your cross-country 2020 boys team. Michael Capehart, Blake Morrison, Jason Flores, Jordan Baskin, Levi Fox, Wilson Cunningham, Riley Harrison, Nate Hawbaker, and Noah Granderson. Congratulations and good luck at state.
This week we took full advantage on Halloween for a little fun. Before we get into this week's prank, Luke Smith went to the internet to discover where the heck Halloween came from.
Halloween is a very popular holiday here in the US, and many people celebrate it every year. But you may wonder, how did it start? During the 1800s, the American version of the holiday started in New England. Many of the first celebrations had play parties that had neighbors get together to sing, dance, but most importantly, tell stories of the dead. The tradition of trick-or-treating then started shortly after. Borrowing from ancient European festives, people started dressing up in costumes and went around houses asking for food or money from others in their town. With the turn into the 20th century, there was some pushback against celebrating the holiday, with reports of vandalism during Halloween at schools and people being against the horror feel from the holiday. But with the baby boom in the 1950s, many young children partaked in the traditions and helped expand it throughout the country. Halloween has continued to grow from all over, and people have been celebrating it ever since. From all of us here at the Panther Project, happy Halloween.
Welcome to the Hand of the Candy prank.
All right, though.
Thank you.
Luke, who was that? Who was that?
The cop.
I'm so sorry, officer.
What kind of car did you drive again?
Oh. And now for a rundown on next week's lunch menu. Here is Luke Smith.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Lunch of the Week. Starting off the week on Monday, we're going to be having some creamy biscuits and gravy. Then on Tuesday, there's going to be some scrumptious stromboli. Going into Wednesday, I hope you're ready for some delectable sausage pizza. On Thursday, there will be some nice and steamy popcorn chicken. Then ending it all off on Friday, there will be some tasty spaghetti with meat sauce. Of course, if you do not like any of those options, you can get yourself some pizza any day of the week. Well, this is all for the lunch of the week. Back to you guys.
That's all for this week's Panther Project. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook at SS Panther Media. Also, check out our new feature, The 60, where we will bring short stories from all over our school district.
Plus, tune in every Friday on our Panther Media Siloam Springs High School YouTube channel. Our talented choirs will sing us out today with a montage of Halloween songs. Have a great weekend and a safe Halloween.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. He did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash.